talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
With every dream comes hard work, and chasing that dream is worth every feeling's hurt. So if I somehow offended you, man, fuck it, cause it's game time and I'm out here trying to score a bucket. A man can only hold another man down for so long. That man's words can only be so strong.
Action. Take two. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean, crisp? Are you feeling irie? Let me tell you, I just did a full video and I'm doing it over because I feel like I was too brash. So I'm sugarcoating this message. Postal family, I need you all to count your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to say 5 words. I am responsible for me. I want you to say those 5 words. Live by those 5 words. I am responsible for me. Please stop blaming everybody else for everything that goes on in your life. I am responsible for me. Stop blaming supervisors for things that are going on in your life today. I am responsible for me. Stop blaming your managers and postmasters for what goes on in your life. I am responsible for me. Stop blaming the economy or your lack of pay for what goes on in your life. I am responsible for me. Stop blaming inflation for what's going on in your personal life. I am responsible for me. If you want to change your life, you have to live by those words. If you got to write them down on your bathroom wall, I am responsible for me. Stop blaming Trump because DeJoy's in here. Stop blaming Biden because he couldn't fire him. I am responsible for me. Every action causes a reaction. I am responsible for me. Stop blaming your baby daddy. Stop blaming your baby mama for everything that you're going through right now. I am responsible for me. Stop blaming COVID for what you've been through and all the things that you lost and the fact that you don't work here no more is because of COVID. I am responsible for me. When you get that in your head, you'll realize that you can't blame anybody else because your phone bill is too high and gets cut off. I am responsible for me. I told somebody when their phone bill was getting cut off, I said, hey, you know what? You run into the situation every 2-3 months. Why don't you get rid of 2 phones? It's number 1. I am responsible for me. I said, how about you go get Cricket? It's all over. Or one of those low budget phone companies. I am responsible for me. That costs you $20 a month instead of paying $140 a month and having such an expensive iPhone or iPhone, whatever it is. I am responsible for me. I said, because that beautiful phone of yours is useless if you can't make a phone call on it, right? I am responsible for me. You know what they did? They laughed at me. Nah, I'm good. I said, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll call you later. Oh, that's right. I can't call you. I am responsible for me. I know people that can't pay their car note. I am responsible for me. I got a 2010, 2011, I don't know what the hell it is. Kia Soul, beat up, raggedy. I am responsible for me. It's paid for cash because my car was repossessed because I couldn't afford it during my what do you call that thing? Oh, divorce. Yeah, I'm responsible for me. Do I blame the divorce? No. I'm responsible for me. Couldn't afford the car note. It was either the car note or lose my house. I'm responsible for me. Rode my bicycle to work, walked to work. I'm responsible for me. I didn't blame anybody else. I'm responsible for me. I couldn't afford the car insurance, couldn't afford the car. I'm responsible for me. Bought another car with a little bit of money that I had. Piece of junk, but you know what it does? It gets me back and forth to work. I'm responsible for me. See people that got $900 car notes, $500 car insurance. Man, that's $1,400 a month. That's almost rent. I'm responsible for me. Looks good, but they ain't got no gas. You want to blame everybody else? I'm responsible for me. Tell them to buy a car with cash and they laugh at me. I'm responsible for me. Y'all don't like to hear these stories. Y'all don't want to hear this. I'm responsible for me. What does this got to do with the post office? Nothing. But everything that I read in the comment section says everybody blames everything else on what's going on. Not enough overtime. Too much overtime. Not enough employees. Too many employees. People getting fired. Hiring too many people. I'm responsible for me. I control my narrative. I see people that can't pay rent because of inflation or because the rent went up. Move. Tell them to move. Nope. They don't want to move. They'd rather sit there and complain than get put in a situation where they're borrowing money. I'm responsible for me. Instead of moving, downsizing, getting something smaller. Even if you have children, turn your living room into an extra bedroom. I'm responsible for me. Yeah, they don't want to hear that. They'd rather be put out on the street and blame everybody else. I'm responsible for me. I downsized. I used to live in a different place, bigger than this. I downsized because I couldn't afford it. I'm responsible for me. I see people that are broke on a consistent basis, but yet they buy Starbucks every other day, $6, $7 a day, 5 days a week. I'm responsible for me. 7 times 5, 35. 35 times 4 weeks, 35 times 52 weeks a year. I'm responsible for me. I can't afford it. I see these ladies that buy these hairstyles, these wigs and all this other stuff. $400, $500 for a hairstyle. You see what I got? A damn scarf on my head. Cover your hair up and go to work instead of trying to impress everybody. I do it because I want to feel good. Yeah, you feel good, but you're broke. I'm responsible for me. Stop blaming other people for our problems. I see these people with these beautiful nails, then they break off, then they go back. $80 a set for nails every 4 weeks. I'm responsible for me. How much does it cost to go get the kitty wax now? 50, 60 bucks? I'm responsible for me. There's a lot of maintenance going into that stuff. Trust me, I love a freshly waxed kitty. It's like chicken falling off the bones when you eat it. But if you can't afford it, don't do it. I am responsible for me. It's a mindset. I can't blame anybody because I lost this or I lost that or I got locked up or because I slept on trains and slept in train stations. Can't blame anybody but me. I control my narrative. I am responsible for me. There's people that want a lot more, but they don't want to do more work. They don't want to get a part-time job. Damn it, I'ma quit. They're not giving me enough hours. Okay, well, if you know they're cutting you down to 3 days a week, go be door dashing. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm responsible for me. Why not? Why not? There's people that DoorDash make $100 a day. That's 300 extra bucks. Not enough for you? 300 extra bucks a week, 4 weeks. Sounds like $1,200 extra dollars, but you don't want that. You just want it given to you. I'm responsible for me. The society and the culture has changed. People are blaming everybody except for looking inward. I am responsible for me. When are we going to start acknowledging that? When I turned around and said, hey, you don't like your union? Be a shop steward yourself. Everybody says, nope, I'm fine. I'm good where I'm at. I'm responsible for me. That means you like where you're at. I said, hey, career thing all over light blue. They're mailing you stuff. They're giving you the opportunity to change the culture at the place you can't stand coming. tell you about it. And people say, nah, not for me. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I am responsible for me. You don't want it. You don't like the executives up there. You say they don't need to get paid that much. They're just wasting our time. They're sitting on their ass. They're doing nothing. I'll read the comments. They do nothing up top. They're just wasting our money. We need to get rid of them. Replace them with who? You. You should be up there doing something about it. You don't want to because you want to paint the finger. Instead of saying, I'm responsible for me. I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to change this narrative. I'm responsible for me. Once people start getting that in their head and realizing that they're responsible for everything that goes on around them, everything in this house that's around me right now, I'm responsible for. If I run out of ink right now in my pen, I'm responsible for that. Who got to go get another pen? Me. If my glasses break, who got to buy another pair of glasses? Me. I'm responsible for me. If my roof caves in, who still got to call the landlord and tell him, hey, your roof caved in? Me. I'm responsible for me and everything around me, every action that goes on around me. Jay is responsible for me. Get your lives together. Stop complaining. Make things happen. We given the opportunity to make the change. I'm responsible for me. We want to sit here and just say, oh, we appreciate the troops. We appreciate the military for what they do and the freedoms that we have. You got all these freedoms, but yet you don't utilize the freedoms that are blessed upon you. I am responsible for me. I'm done.
I know that I got you mad once in a while.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.